Hey folks, welcome to verifiedinvesting.com. My name is Gareth Soloway, Chief Market Strategist here. Now, in today's video, I'm revealing my favorite short-term trading opportunity right now. And yes, it is in crypto. Bitcoin, bullish consolidation, beaten down, should see some sort of short squeeze back to 80 to 85,000. And ETH should possibly go as high as 2,600. We're going to look at the charts. I'm going to explain it all. Let's get right into it. All right. We're going to start with Bitcoin here. And this is a classic bullish pattern of consolidation. Now, granted, this is a micro bullish pattern within a bigger macro bear. So just keep in mind that, again, it's not something that I'm saying here is going back to the all-time highs, but certainly in the near term, you have this move up. Then you have all this sideways chop of digestion of this reversal candle. We have not taken out the lows. That's what keeps this pattern in check. And ultimately, the pattern should yield a move to the upside up to 80 to 85,000. All right. So this is really an important one here, folks. In fact, I'm more bullish today on Bitcoin than I was even a few days ago because the pattern is maturing. Now, in terms of the target range, this is your target range, right? And it's pretty simple to understand the target range here, folks. Target range is basically the zone where there's going to be a lot of overhead resistance. And you can see it here. We have this low here. We have this area right in here, all through right there, and even going all the way over there. And that's going to create a lot of headwinds should Bitcoin make a move. But on a positive side, as a swing trader, from current levels, that gives us anywhere between 19% upside to as much as 26% upside in Bitcoin. And if you're like me and you're a shorter term investor or trader, this is exactly what we're looking for. And what's even better about this chart setup, right? And listen, a good technician looks at both sides. We look at, okay, if this pattern plays out, how much can I make? A good trader also looks and says, okay, well, where does this pattern fail? Because every pattern can fail. There's nothing that's infallible. There's nothing that is 100%. And so when we look at this chart, where do we know if this fails? Well, basically, if it comes down and takes out this low right here, right? So again, if we just do a little circle around it, you're looking at essentially 60,000 here. And what's nice about that is when you do a risk reward assessment, you say, okay, so if I pick it up here at 67,000 and change, my risk to failure is about $7,000 or about 10%. But on the upside, my upside reward is 19%, but we'll call it 20 to about 25%. Now, as a chartist and a technician and an investor, what's positive about that is that I have a 2-to-1 reward to risk, right? So my risk is 1, my reward is 2x that. And that's generally what you want to look for when you're analyzing a chart. So number one, we get the chart setup, which is the bullish consolidation to be favoring the upside. So we know right off the bat, if we look at the stats, the odds favor a move up in Bitcoin. But we also know if the 70% favoring percentage upside doesn't play out and the 30% causes it to fail, that my downside is only half of what my upside potential is. So not only do I have the odds in my favor, but then my risk is relatively limited in comparison. And these are things that, again, make or break investors and traders, folks. And so again, just to go over the pattern formation, big move down, reversal candle, not a reversal engulfing. Reversal engulfing would up the odds of success. But then we also have basically a downsloping zone here, consolidation, where we're trading inside of this. This is what creates the flag pattern, right? So you have your up move, and then inside of that, that's your flag. Again, that type of pattern right there. All right. And this pattern in general leads to further upside, right? So again, very clean and crisp. And again, like I said, what's great about this is we have a very defined failure level. If it breaches this low, then it's failed. That's all there is to it. Then the odds of this playing out are essentially now favoring further downside versus upside, which gets us in check. Now, if we flip over to the ETH chart, how is the ETH chart looking? The ETH chart is very, very, very similar. All right, now I have this other trend line up here. This would be a best case scenario trend line. Again, I'm going to take it away for the time being, but you can see reversal green, not fully engulfing. Engulfing would have to be a close above the whole entire red. But then we have all of this digestion or consolidation inside of that zone, right? So again, if we look at this, we say, okay, there's your consolidation. There's your flag. Here's your flagpole. Here's your inside move. This favors a move to the upside. Now, the low ask in terms of where this pattern should go would basically be 2,600, maybe if we're lucky, as high as 2,800. Notice where I'm getting that from. Very simply put, you have this low right here, this low, and this low. And so if we get this move, right between here and here is the likely target for me to take profits on my trade. All right. So again, I am in this with Smart Money crypto members on the long side here. And again, I continue to like these two trade setups. Now, lastly, I'll quickly just dive into Solana, and we can even look at XRP. Look at that. Solana, number one, hit major technical support right here. It's a little hard to see, but if I zoom in on it, you can see it much better. High pivot, low pivot, and then it shot up, right? And then it had that bigger bull move. So now as we come all the way back here, that was our base point for where we got the reversal candle. And then same thing, inside bar consolidation. We need a break on Solana above $90. If we can close above, a daily close above 90, we should get a trigger that should yield a big push up to about $118 to $120, which again is from here. I mean, percentage wise, that's fantastic, right? I mean, we're currently at 82 and change. That would be upside of almost 40, basically 43% upside on Solana. Now, for me, just one more little note, and we'll look at XRP in just a second. But am I saying to myself, well, Solana has the best reward, 40%? The answer is no. I'm diversifying, right? So sure, I have a little Solana right now, a little bit more ETH, and a little bit more Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the most stable of all of them. It has the least amount of volatility. So I go heavier on those because, again, they're technically safer in a crypto market. And as we go down to the smaller altcoins, they can have much wider moves. And therefore, I go smaller position size. And this is all part of a great investor. What you want to do as an investor is you want to understand the risks, also the rewards, but the risks are more important because that's where you can lose money. And you need to ultimately share size, or in this space, coin size appropriately to mitigate risks. All right. And again, my crypto portfolio is just one portfolio. I have my swing trade portfolio for stocks. I have my commodities portfolio, and then I have long-term holdings portfolio. So it's a little bit of a lot of different things. And the idea is that for me is how I actually built real wealth, right? Early on in my career, I would be always trying to say, oh, well, I'm going to put it all in, one coin or one stock or whatever it is. And sometimes that would work out and I'd make a lot of money. And then sometimes I'd blow up the account. And once you blow up the account, you got to start from scratch again. Slow and steady in this game really does win. It does, slow and steady wins the race, as they say. And also another key point is trying to hit singles and doubles. I'm not looking for the craziest altcoin, crap coin where I can make 1,000x, because I know the odds of success is 1 in 100 or 1 in 1,000 of me hitting it out of the ballpark. I want consistency where my account grows, because then essentially the same thing like interest, right? It just, as you have a bigger amount, your money that you're making on that amount grows and grows and grows. And you'd be surprised at how fast real wealth is developed that way. Smart decisions on investing. It's what it's all about. All right, guys. Quickly, I did promise XRP, so let's go back to XRP. XRP is a little trickier here because, again, it broke major support. It then retraced into the scene of the crime, which is what you'd expect. It got rejected, and now it's going here. If you're a bull, you need to get through this level. Once it gets through this level, you got to break here. If you can get above $2, this upper line at $2, you got a lot of upside. But this, my friends, between here and here is a massive line in the sand that's going to be major resistance. I'm not saying it can't do it. It's just got to get through. If it gets through, then game on. But until then, I'll be a skeptic on XRP in terms of the chart. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. As always, I appreciate you spending your time with me. I always try to bring my A game, some additional education. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.